Most of us carry questions we never say out loud. Questions about loss, identity, contradictions, and what it means to be human. This podcast is a place to sit with these questions without rushing towards answers. I'm Aya Karuni, and this is You and Aya. This episode is sponsored by Carbon Coffee Lounge on 33rd and A in Lincoln, Nebraska. Today is a special episode with Jen and Terry. Jen and Terry own Carbon Coffee Lounge on 33rd and A. As you know by now, they are the lead sponsor for season 3 of You and Aya podcast. It's special because it's not a regular episode. It's really more about who are they? What are they bringing into this community? What's their vision for District 33, A Street, 33rd, all of that in between. And it turns out it's no longer just about coffee. It's something way deeper than that. And I'll let you listen to it and find out, and hope you like it. Like and subscribe. Apparently, I have to say that. So enjoy. All right, so today I'm joined with Terry and Jen, the owners of Carbon Coffee Lounge on A Street and 33rd. They are the main sponsor for season 3 of You and Aya podcast. I am so excited to have this conversation with you about Carbon Coffee Lounge. And it's a bit of a special episode because we're not going to get deeper into who they are, but what they're doing for the community. So let's get started. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm nervous now, but let's do it.
You're great. No, thanks for having us.
Yes. Thank you for everything that you've done so far. This is a dream come true for me. Having the space, having someone sponsor this and bringing it to life, it means a lot. So I want to thank you in person and in front of everyone. But so I want to start with, why the coffee shop?
That's a loaded question. Where to start?
Oh,
go for it, love.
So we bought this property in 2022, right? Like August 2022.
Yep.
And the house that we are currently sitting in, at the time was occupied, and about maybe 6 months after we purchased the property, that person had moved out. And just many, many thoughts as we've spent time on this property about what this could be. To make a very long story short, there is a little local watering hole just down the alley that Terry and I have spent a decent amount of time, as we called it, therapy. Yep. We would go and have our therapy sessions after a full day of work on the property. And we met a gentleman who we were going to put him in this house. He was interested in getting back into coffee, and was talking about doing a coffee cart, and just many conversations with him. And we thought, hey, we've got this space. He has the skills. Let's do this. And it just was bad timing. He, at the time, 2 young kids at home, stay-at-home dad. It wasn't going to work at that time, but I could never let it go. And I wanted to get out of what I'd been doing for 30 years. And
which is?
I always hate to say I cut hair.
What, making people look pretty? You hate that?
I never loved doing hair. I loved my clients.
Okay.
Yeah. I love being around people, but so never let it go. And it was one of those things. I was driving to work and I'm like, we can do this. Let's do it. And I called him.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Yeah.
All right. That was 2022. It's a couple of years ago.
So
Yeah. I would say more of the timeline was probably more like, we had actually found the property because Jen was looking to move her studio to new place.
Mm.
She was with she was at another location, wanted to find something on her own with our daughter who could join her in the practice. And so we were days away from signing a lease near the mill in the Telegraph District.
Okay.
And after we ran the numbers a little bit more, we realized this is going to be very tough to be profitable.
Mm.
So we literally the next day, the moment we decided, no, we're not going to do it, the next day the property came on available. 0 days on the market. We jumped at it. We had the opportunity to have another family member help us move on it quicker instead of trying to pull together the funding. So, yeah, within, gosh, I think it was less than a month from the day we saw it on the market to when we closed, we owned it. And then we spent the next, and to Jen's point, we spent the next, gosh, I felt like it was 6 months of demo and coordinating to build out the space that her studio was in, which is now where the coffee shop is.
That was what I wanted to ask. So we're talking about the one that's happening at the moment is what took so long.
Yep.
And I thought this podcast production was taking a while and hard to coordinate. I can only imagine how it is to like own the business, having to locate it, run the numbers. Kind of brings me to like how, if someone is having the same idea as yours, I want to open a business, build community. What would you tell them? Like, what are those expectations that people don't really see behind the scenes?
Well, and we come with zero experience in the coffee industry. So we
found out a lot of people do.
Yeah, I think we did what a lot of people do. YouTube, we were watching videos after videos, listening to podcasts, reading books. I mean, just reaching out to people, that we know in the industry. We were very fortunate to be connected with Brett, who was the person we were originally going to work with. He has been very helpful. John Ferguson, who
shout
was
out to Brett.
Yeah, shout out to Brett.
Hi, Brett.
Alvin Coffee.
Okay.
And then we were introduced to John Ferguson, who originally started Cultiva, and have done some training with him, and just, it just kept opening doors to other people. But I mean, really, we had to do it. It started, I honestly think, like with YouTube, we traveled a lot. When our youngest was playing baseball. And so we would listen to podcasts or YouTubes. And we found out a lot of people do this, especially at our age.
Yeah.
It's like kind of that last, like you leave a job that you've been doing for a long time. It's like everybody wants to start a coffee shop. So there was a lot of hesitation, because I think the one thing we heard all the time was, you don't make any money. And it's a lot of work. And, especially what we would like to do is, this will eventually become the cafe.
Space we're in right now.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah. But I mean, that's,
it's really nice. It's really nice.
And then, meeting Onyx, our coffee roaster, that was probably the biggest turning point for us. And just having the opportunity to have such an incredible company and coffee.
Yeah, Onyx.
We are so fortunate to have that. And they are, I think, I hope I say this right, I believe they are the #1 coffee roaster in the United States, #2 in the world. They did just get like #1 coffee shop.
Yeah.
I think a couple months ago. So, we have a lot of resources there, and that has given us a lot of confidence and just helped us. But boy, every day is learning, and we have an incredible staff that
your staff is pretty incredible.
They are really incredible. And they would tell you, I'm asking questions every day because I don't know what I'm doing. We're all learning.
They're all helping.
I mean, he does the stuff that I would not want to do. All I want to do is be around people and be that face. And
you're so good at that.
Oh, well.
She's great.
Especially when I get to see people like you.
Oh,
so sweet. That's how the journey started.
Yes.
Okay, before we move forward to that one, so you said that you traveled a lot. You started with YouTube and traveling. So how did the connection come to happen with Onyx? Like, what is?
So I guess when we chose to go for this, we shared it with our family, my family, and during one of those conversations, my sister mentioned, because we knew that we weren't going to be roasters, that wasn't going to be a thing. It was going to be about just providing great coffee and community. And so she had mentioned through her travels, she had to travel the Arkansas area a lot, and she loved going to Onyx. There was just the way we described what we wanted the coffee shop to be about and feel.
I know what you're going to say. Don't say it.
I'm not going to say
Say
that.
it. No, we're going.
I'm not going to say it. It's going to be the quiz. No, I won't say it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wasn't going there.
Okay.
But now I'm thinking about it.
I know.
Behind the scenes. We're going to do this behind the scenes.
No, she just, that's kind of how it happened. And so I reached out and I spoke to a couple of different representatives there, and they were great. I mean, they were just really supportive, and it gave you this confidence that you could do it. You felt like, okay, yeah. Because they were like, yeah, we run across this all the time. They mentioned a few of their clients in Florida where they were retired military and they just decided to do a coffee shop. So it informed you that you can achieve this and have a successful shop. And I think it helps having Onyx too, because it's such a great coffee.
Really good coffee.
It is amazing.
It's a really good coffee.
Thais and I lived in Arkansas for a while, and that's technically what we were having, Onyx. And then we moved to Lincoln and we're like, wait, where's the good coffee at? And then because we are runners, or used to be for a bit, not now, the injuries keep piling up. But we would, get up early in the morning, and then we're like, okay, let's check out this new place. And then Jen was like, who are you guys? What are you guys doing? This is impressive.
We kept running into you guys too.
Yes.
And everywhere, in town.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, this is a sign. And then Thais actually came up with the idea of like, why don't you collaborate? The house, Hank loves abandoned
Thais.
places. Let's shoot here. I was like, whoa, this could be it. And then I talked to you and you're like, yes. I'm like, okay, this is the yes woman.
You.
Oh, you're so sweet. You guys are amazing,
so
seriously.
We feel the very same.
Thank you.
About both of you.
Thank you.
And Hank. We just don't know Hank that well.
No, he's pretty awesome. If he's with us, he's awesome. So Jen, you mentioned earlier that you, for 30 years, you did hair and you didn't like it a lot, but you loved the community, right? And I'm assuming this is kind of part of why this is coming to life. You want to build that community, to kind of bring things into people's lives that value. So when people walk into Carbon Coffee Lounge, what do you want them to see, and what do you want them to walk out with?
I wish I could. I feel like Jarvis, they have kind of come up with this little saying, because they know the lighting is very important to me, music, and saying hello and goodbye. But they have this thing that they've come up with that they know that it's like, I want the lights low, the music high, say hello and goodbye or something. Yeah, it's. But I really did not have a passion for what I did for 30 years. I did not. I almost hated what I did, but the relationships that I developed and making people feel good is just always been what I like to do. And I think it comes from that, place inside that, I want people to feel better than, maybe how I felt. And you don't realize how much that you mean to people, until you walk away from something. Or there would be times where, I would hear things from people, but that feeling to me is, it just stays with you. And that's what I want. That's what I want this space to be like. And this future space, I just want people to feel good, and I want people to enjoy their time in our space. And you don't have to love our coffee. You don't have to love our food. But when you leave, you should definitely feel like, wow, that was, I had really great customer service. I like how I feel.
100%.
Yeah.
I even told Jen when we were heading home after being at the shop this morning, just how when I get there and I'm in that space and being around the people, how energized I get.
Yeah.
And I hope that is somewhat what anyone that comes through that door, I hope that's what they're getting out of it too. And I think we've both been incredibly grateful for the neighborhood, the community around us has been so welcoming and grateful and thankful, and that's a part that I didn't expect out of this. I think we genuinely just wanted to offer and serve the neighborhood in a way, and we felt like this was the next thing we could do to achieve that. So, and obviously our grand vision is to be in this house and have it be this incredible spot, so you can come down and have a comfortable place to sit and have coffee and a little pastry or something of that nature. And I think the collaboration too with Sean at Shea Hay and offering some grab and go through him. I mean, that's just another
Sam, slow your dough.
Sam, slow your dough.
Yes.
So all the local businesses too are really important to us.
Yeah,
that's why we're so open to, if they want to have a little kiosk set up to do something and a QR code to pay for their goods, then we're more than open.
Well,
to
and I
do
think
so.
in what the grand vision is a space for music, for entertainment and food and just gathering, markets, and that is really I think the big vision, and that's what we're trying to do. And coffee brings people, food, coffee, alcohol, and it does. And so, that's why we've decided it's going to be a coffee lounge.
Yeah.
So, we'll be offering alcohol, and I think it just food and drink, it brings people together.
Yeah.
100%.
Not that you have to drink to come to the coffee shop. But it can be really fun.
It's appreciated.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is it's no longer about coffee then. It's really, it's something bigger than coffee. It's community. And kind of one of my questions was, you already touched base, is like, how come you like this collaboration with people, you wanting to include those people, the QR codes, kiosk of food, like what is this passion? Where does it come from for truly wanting that community within Lincoln?
I think for one, I don't think we really pictured that by buying the property at the time, the main intent was to have a spot for her. But we both love this area. I mean, she spent a lot of time growing up in the area. I lived nearby for years and would come down here. So, and it really is, Jen described it really well. I thought it was just like little small town feel to it. And once we got more involved in redoing the commercial building along 33rd on the east side there, where we started to meet some of the people. And like you had mentioned, during the demo time where we need to take a break and go down to the watering hole down the alley at Moran's is when we started to meet more of the community. And that's where some more of that feeling about, this is really important to us. And we just kind of kept the momentum going. And then the coffee shop hits, and, that's what we're doing now. And that's been a big project.
Well, and then I think too with the city, reaching out, we had an event a couple of years ago,
right?
And it just got a lot of attention, which was it the city planner had reached out and just, it started this whole, we rezoned to this area because we were very limited. You could not, we had tenants that had come, or they weren't tenants, but people that
they
we
wanted
had,
to be.
they wanted to be tenants. We had spaces to lease and couldn't to certain businesses because of all of the restrictions. Really parking and alcohol. So, that kind of started that whole process. And then just talking about what this area could be. And then we just got the streetscape, plan approved, and just things have just, like you said, it's this momentum is going, and we don't want it to stop. But it's this cafe, I think, is really going to be a big anchor
Yeah.
for this community.
Yep.
And I think it will really start to bring more people to the area, encourage other businesses to come to the area. Lincoln really lacks just these little pockets. You
Yeah.
go to Omaha and you can't even choose. There's so many, and we're so limited here. And another goal of ours too is to really try to make this area local. Local establishments, food.
Well, I've always said
businesses,
it's about serving the neighborhood around it, and that's what I want it to be. And I think when you think about that, I think of the food, the entertainment, a place to go, a place to feel safe, and then, as she mentioned, the streetscape is more about making it walkable and improving that livability so that it does encourage others to visit and feel kind of lively down here. It's still a little sleepy yet. And I think
it's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
It is a little sleepy.
Let's
wake it up.
Slumber, yes.
Let's wake
With
it up.
Genevieve. Bring Genevieve in.
Yes, let's wake it up.
No,
Shake
this
it
is
up.
okay. This is incredible. This is actually one of the reasons I wanted you guys to be here today, is to share that, the behind the scenes of, okay, people see, there's a new coffee place. Oh, it's Terry and Jen and Terry, or whatever. It's just this, but it's so much deeper than that for you.
Yeah.
So futuristically, the vision of this place, what is it really going to be? If you have this vision, it's okay, local people, big parking lot, community parties, ultimate vision goals.
Yeah, I think
all of those.
I think some of it is starting to get some momentum of fruition, like the fact that we finally got the building permit for this, and we're getting closer to the moment where this will start to be built out. I mean, this is the first big step, right? Because I think I agree with Jen, is just that this will be kind of that anchor. We hope it's part of the draw that brings others here. And then we're going to expand on that through hopefully finding future tenants as that comes about that can also offer another draw or interest or way to bring people in. The parking lot, there is a vision to do something there. That hasn't been worked out yet, but I think I could see the parking lot offer some commercial and residential space that also will benefit everyone around it.
Yeah.
Something that, and we're very, we're trying to be very thoughtful about how we proceed, because we want the area around us to feel like we're considering them and not just being.
Because we are in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
But just, I think really for us, just the entertainment.
Yeah.
Again, vendor markets, food trucks, we have, we have a lot of
social people.
Yeah. We have a lot of thoughts and, a lot of great support. It's just, it's going to take time and putting all of those things together. And it is just us. Terry says that a lot. He says this often, we are not developers. I mean, we are just two average people who, both work full time and need to do so, and have just decided that, we want to improve this space, this area, this community, this neighborhood. And, or just even with you doing this. I mean, this is all.
Yeah,
these things are so helpful. It's just
why me?
meeting people and getting these opportunities. I mean, it's all.
You think about partnering with Moran's on the events. And I mean, that's going to be something we're going to do more with. Fahim at A Street, he's always been great.
Yeah, wonderful.
Providing whatever needs we can get out of, whether it's ice or water or parking. He's
so supportive. He's just, he is.
He's a really genuinely
has a lot of irons in the fire.
person.
He's a very,
That's
very,
awesome.
very busy, but a very supportive. And Linda at Member Zone.
Linda at
she,
Member Zone.
all of
Shout
Member
out.
Zone.
Yeah,
they're
she's
so so incredibly
We call
supportive.
them our champions group a
Yeah.
bit because
Joel across the street, good folk tattoo. He's done our murals and
Nice.
I mean his.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fox.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The sea. Yeah. The fox.
Wow. That's,
drew that.
I mean, that's already a lot of community building.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the major vision with that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty incredible. You
Oh,
guys are on
there's-
the right track. Like, this is.
It's very incremental, right? Like, 'cause you're just kind of trying to address little things here and there. And I do want to say that I know it's that we hear it a lot too, like it's a pain to deal with the city. There's certainly parts when you're doing projects that can be true, but I think the city has been very supportive as we move through. We like Jen had mentioned, we're not developers, so we don't have the full understanding of the codes, and so there's a learning process. You know, we had to, but they were very genuinely helpful about it. And I think we want to thank Steve Dush, Steve Heinrichsen, Megan Talbot. I mean, all of them at the planning department and plan review. Scott Spiker. He's been great. So, I mean, people like that you need to do this because Aiden, I know.
I'm going to look all these people
up.
I know. Yeah. I don't even.
The list is getting long.
Yeah. No, but it has, I mean, because it's been a very, I mean, because it's been a very rocky road. I mean, it all looks great, but there's been so many hurdles, you know, so many stressful moments.
You don't know.
You know, a lot of roadblocks. And, you know, that where we are now is a big pivot. You know, we expected to be in this space. We did not. That was not a plan. He just, one night we were sitting out back having dinner and he's like, why don't we go into that space? I'm like, didn't even think of that. Let's do it. So there's been a lot of pivoting.
Yeah, there's some weird timing on things because you had finished and retired from it. Harper, our daughter, decided to join her husband in the middle of all this at his space. Okay. And so we thought, okay, who's going to be our next tenant there?
Yeah, it freed up that space.
And
but
we realized, oh, wait, because this was taking forever to get the permit. So, so that's how we ended up there.
But we definitely have been, it is kind of the, you know, 2 steps forward, 1,000 back. It's kind of been.
It really has.
Yeah.
There's a lot of faith in what we're doing right now. Like we have a lot of belief that we just keep moving forward. This will work.
It's amazing. Well, I gotta give you a call every morning to like give me that positive motivation to like keep going with my life because sometimes I'm like, no, I'm blocked. Okay, I guess I'm done.
Yeah.
But it's funny because genuinely this podcast when it started is for me to like go behind the scenes of people's successes and the way we define success is so broad. Everyone's definition of success is so different, and you know what we see like the socials and everything, it's like everything is perfection because you know you worked hard on it, but you just see that final product, but it's like, okay, but like how did you get there? And that was kind of like, I'm glad that you're sharing all of this because it's not easy. No, it's a very difficult process. Everything in life takes so much time to like achieve, and you just keep going and going. So speaking of tenants, I mean, if someone wants something, how do they reach you? Do they call you, email, website?
You can stop at the Carbon Coffee Shop. She's there most days.
Okay.
But yeah, we do. I mean, right now we don't have a website built. That is, again, another thing I need to do. But you can certainly call, email, right here on the screen. We'll pop it up.
We'll answer it. But wait, if you call right now, we will double your offer. Okay, good deal. So we come to 33rd and A at the current Carbon Coffee Lounge.
We just got business cards printed. We'd love to hand them out.
Okay. I'll just go around town and splash them all over. Yeah.
I mean, right now we don't have any open space. Well, we have one at the end of in A Street Market. There's one space open. It used to be the former Valentino's.
Oh, okay.
So we're hoping, and that's the collaboration. Working with Fahim on different things. He's kind of asked for some help there. So helping him try and find a tenant. So that's kind of another item that I picked up of late. So we're hoping to find something that fits and serves the neighborhood the right way.
Okay. I'm super excited for all of the dreams and passions that are going to come to life. And I was, when we met, it was just like, let's do it. And I just wanted to ask, like, what was it that drew you to this vision of mine, like my podcast like when I told you about it, why was it so like, yes, let's do it? What was it?
Just you two. I can't say no.
You too.
Okay, that's it. It's a charm.
It's the charm.
I just can't say no. You two, you are. You two are just, I've told you this.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Well,
you guys are beautiful really women inside and out. I'm like, yes, whatever. I've told you this.
Yeah.
The answer is always yes.
Okay.
To you two.
I'm gonna.
No, and I just felt really honored that you considered us. And I really didn't know what you had going on. But again, I'm like, yes, how can we, whatever you want, we want to help.
I think we put a lot of faith in the people we work with. And it's your vision and you know what you want to do with it. And
anybody that knows
we're there for you.
Loves you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we've heard, had incredible barista skills.
Yes, rumor has it.
Yes,
I can make all of the above.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an espresso machine at home, and it's not as strong as the ones that are in actual coffee shops, but it's pretty good.
You were very sought after at the coffee house.
Yeah, I was trained well. I had to learn my way through, but it's where I started with the coffee house. Actually, I'll give them a shout out. Hope and Mark Schreiner were like really good to me, and they kind of helped me release my first season, and things went out, and I decided to do a different season on a different thing. And now the third one, I was like, okay, like expand more. That's also my vision, to expand through the community, through local. Like I want local people.
Yes.
Like I want the real story of hardworking people that want to make their dreams come true, including myself. I want to make my dreams come true. So, so I feel you.
With that.
I feel you there, and I really appreciate it with saying yes to me.
Of course.
What else? I feel like I touched too many bases about so what is really Carbon Coffee Lounge? But I want to wrap up, and I want to ask you too, if you have any final comments, a question you want to leave us with today of what's the legacy? Follow your dreams, whatever.
We do.
Hit me.
We talk about that, just you and I, because that is, everything that's going on in this area. Terry personally has put so much time and work into, and all of these changes that are happening to this area are because of, us, and it's hard to say that out loud.
You should be proud of saying it.
And just what this area is going to become after we were at that first Streetscape meeting. I mean, Terry and I were both, I kind of had goosebumps the whole time because of the changes that are going to be happening. And we've talked about this for our kids, knowing that this area will be so different, and everything that will have happened, when it eventually becomes theirs, is because of us. The district, the day that the city, recognized this as District 33 was a really big moment for us. And we never, envisioned it would be what it is. So now this district is and now the streetscape and the cafe and we will see some redevelopment in this area, but still, keeping it, respecting the neighborhood. But all of those changes will be because we decided to purchase this property.
Little commercial business.
Yeah. And it's and I'm really proud. I'm really proud of Terry he really does everything. I just go in and make coffee every day, and I love it. He does everything else. Can you cuss on this or not?
Please do.
Okay, because Jarvis, we were talking one day at work, and Jarvis, Allison, and Jenna are just wonderful, wonderful human beings, but we were joking about something. I can't remember what I said. And we blame everything in the coffee shop on Terry, and he's not there, but anything that happens, we blame on Terry. But I was talking about something and just doing all this stuff. And he's like, well, God, yeah, Terry, he only runs the fucking business, he does fucking everything. But it was just really cute because they even understand it. Terry does everything. And it's he does it with such grace and patience and kindness. And yeah, it really, you do need a shout out, honey, because you do everything. I just make coffee.
Humbling.
And I make a lot of mistakes, and he comes in and cleans it all up.
Well,
so, yeah.
Jeez. Didn't expect that, but
you deserve it.
You too, though. I mean, you've been right there with me.
Well, yes. I was out there. You guys saw. I was out there. I was spraying the weeds and telling him to pick up. He wasn't doing a very good job picking up the cigarette butts. I was like,
Terry, come on.
I was like, get back here and pick up that cigarette butt.
You guys are so funny. But okay, so you guys make an amazing team, though. Like genuinely, sometimes the balance. Thank you. But another thing is, other than the balance, that you guys have this shout out that she just gave to you. She says that behind your back too. So it's as genuine as you can imagine. I say, "Good morning, Jen." She's like, "Yes, Terry is great," and I'm like, "What? How did this just happen?" She's always talking about you. She loves you. She is always giving you shout outs. So you are in good hands with Jen, not State Farm.
I knew that.
You guys are
thank you for saying that.
Yes, but truly, it's a given. And
yeah, she's my world. So
the legacy you will leave behind for the kids and the community is going to be beautiful. And we're so excited to be part of it. I'm so happy that I'm part of Carbon Coffee Lounge. So This podcast is produced by Main Floor Media. Created, executive produced, and hosted by Aya Karuni. Creative producer, Hank Ball. Co-produced, Thais Murias-Jarcin. Set designer and production assistant, Frida Thailander. Hairstyling for me, Anastasia Jennings. Plants and floral elements provided by Grateful Growers and Carbon Coffee Lounge. Additional support provided by Dr. Ron Breol, Jim Walker, Haifa Sleiman, and Widad Sleiman. With gratitude to our title sponsor, Carbon Coffee Lounge. Next episode, Hank Ball. This is the reason why this podcast is happening. He is the producer of all of the creative, from video to editing to logos to everything that you're seeing right now, right here. It's him. Stay tuned. Let's find out more about Hank Ball.